audio.
Is the stream on? Can you see the stream? Clean competitive racing. Wait, how do you save the stream?
So it automatically saves. You just have to go to recent streams.
Is this working? No.
I'm going on the Twitch streamer. The profile. I'm seeing. Yeah, it's live now.
As soon as I see the first viewer pop up, I'll be like, welcome. Oh mate, that looks very good.
Yeah, it's live now.
Nice.
Mate, you need to turn your put your mic on mute as well, when you're playing it through the mic, so you can hear you echo. It'd be like a continuous echo.
I'm not. Don't worry, bro. I won't do anything. I'll not be playing anything on my phone. I'll be too focused on the gameplay. Hello and welcome to the CCRL stream to any viewers that are watching. We're in for a good one today. F2, round 7, round Silverstone, season 2 of CCRL. It's going to be a very high quality race, full of good drivers and exciting action. So get the popcorn out, get the feet up, get a blanket and enjoy this one. Right, that says at 5 viewers now. Alright, this will be a good one to all the viewers here. This is going to be full of exciting action, definitely. You're in for a treat.
Indeed. Who do you have in mind that has a chance of winning this race?
Honestly, I have no clue, to be honest. I'm just hoping we have a good race, an exciting race full of action. It'll keep the viewers interested, obviously. It's all about the viewers.
Love to see a bit of action though. Unlike F4. It's a bit boring to be fair.
F4 is definitely like a place for dirty action, let's just say.
Yeah, it's a bit boring though, to be fair, when I was racing in it.
Yeah, it can be boring when you're in the lead. And here we are, we've got about three or four players readying up. Is that? Are we ready to go yet or not? I don't know, I'm not in the F2 chat, so I can't see. And in case you are wondering, who's this man's beautiful voice? My name's Ewan, and I'm probably gonna be commentating on some of these streams. I'm a reserve commentator at the moment, and yeah, I'll be looking to provide very nice commentary for this league race tonight.
Someone's left. I'm not sure who.
I think it was VRT. Oh, it was VRT something. I don't know, VRT. Oh, that's a shame there.
Could you try getting him getting another invite and getting back in?
Yeah, I'm gonna check Discord and see what happened to him. VRT.
Oh, he's a random, so it's fine. Don't
Oh,
worry.
it's a random?
Yeah.
Right,
Musical Rocket said in the chat.
right, that's alright then. Wait, I don't think Dom put on friends only then, so...
Doesn't matter. I don't think they can join the race. I don't think. Well, they can, but I'm not sure.
Sam, if you get the chat up, yeah?
Yeah, they probably won't want to stay for 50% race anyway. It's about 2 hours or
Right,
something.
so
Oh,
it's a wet... Oh, what?
that's gonna be
Straight into
interesting.
5-lapper? Oh, never mind, right, it just messed up my screen there, but it's going to be a wet Q1 for this F2 race, which is going to be very interesting and exciting. We'll see who is the fastest in the wet and who is the most unfortunate. And Matt GW has left the session.
Alright, Musical Rocket said it's going to be dry for the race, so that should be good.
Yeah, dry race, that'll be good. I think every single race in CCRL has been dry, so this
Yeah.
one, so these F2 drivers have every bit of a chance to prove their speed in the wet. And we have the Ferrari of Epic Scouse leaving the pit lane to go on an outlap. And another driver.
The drivers would actually have to be really patient, to be fair, if it was wet the whole race, because this sprint track is quite long. It's like 3.5 miles or something like that, and it's like 36 laps, so there's going to be about a 2-hour race, or a 2.5-hour race.
Musical Rocket leaving the pit lane as his teammate is Epic Scouse. He is also leaving as well. So they're all going. Them two Ferrari boys are going out for their outlap. Musical Rocket, I know I'm a good friend of his, and he likes to put it in 8th gear for the outlap, just to save tyre wear. And 3 other drivers are going out. It is Sa GRT Nova, Tasteful Gecko went out as well.
I was about to say, mate. He said Musical likes to keep it in 8th gear. He's about to do a Tyrrell Limitless where he doesn't like the extra rotation.
Extra rotation in 8th gear.
Extra rotation in 8th gear.
98 Epic Scouse.
Maggots, looking at Musical Rocket, Maggots and Beckett's looking quite horrible to go through. These guys really need to get their wets up to temperature.
And then plus it won't be easier. It won't be easy at all because Musical Rocket is on a controller.
Yeah.
And Maggots and Beckett's will be a bit of an issue for him.
I'd say.
When tyres aren't up to temperature, he will be spinning about.
I'd say.
You need to be careful and look out for that.
You get benefited if you put more fuel in, because your car it's hard to like slide. You can stick to the ground easier.
And Epic Scouse is going on a lap now. as is Musical Rocket going into the final corner and going into turn 1. Musical Rocket does. Gonna view Epic Scouse here as he goes into turn 2. Very nicely there indeed. He's trying to keep the car stable enough in the wet because these wet conditions are very tricky indeed. And Monkey has got a 5-place grid penalty for a collision with Dylan.
Mate, you need to put
That's a shame.
the track telemetry and everything on. Like the spectator menu, you need to put the telemetry, lap data, and track map on. The full track map as well, please.
Yep, that's fine.
There we go.
Tasteful Gecko and GRT Nova. Oh, and GRT Nova spun. Where's that into? That's onto the back straight going into Brooklands. He's spun out. Epic Scouse going through Maggots, then Beckett's. Musical Rocket going through Maggots and Beckett's. Oh, a bit of wheel spin there. Almost lost the back end. GW's not that. Sa taking it very easily through Cops. Scouse going, oh, and he spun a little bit. That'll knock a couple of tenths off his lap. As he goes round the final corner, it is going to be a 147.4. Let's see what Musical Rocket can put in. A 145.9 and beats Epic Scouse's lap by a full 5 tenths, 5.5 tenths. Very, very good from the Englishman. Tasteful Gecko comes around the final. Oh, his lap's invalidated. GRT Novo.
I reckon, as is a dry patch now, I reckon these drivers are going to become more smart with how they're taking the corners. Maybe short shifting a bit earlier, because I can see Musical Rocket could have even pulled out a few, like at least a second more. Just the climb was too slippery.
My apologies, Musical Rocket got a 145.9. I did see Epic Shows was struggling with traction, even in his outlap as well. GRT Nova put in a 2 minute and 1 second. Obviously wasn't his lap there. But is he on a lap right now? I've no clue. Matt GW and Matt GW's on a lap. And does a 147 which puts him in P4. So I put in a 154. RSF1, well, 1 minute 42.5 and a Pigeon Munch with a 141.4.
I division
nice.
Got purple sector.
Purple for
The McLaren.
Yeah. As he goes into Cops, he wants to lift off at least round here.
Ooh.
Oh, and that's very close there.
Sit with him on his lap.
As he does a purple second. Purple second.
This is looking very promising. Oh, he's getting slipstream from JRT. He could get a bit of dirty air though.
Gain him at least a three or 4 tenths. Oh, a bit of dirty air.
Yeah.
GRT Nova does need to let him pass and I made his way into the pits. Oh, he's broke a bit late there.
He's overshot the corner.
It does look to be an alright lap. Doesn't put him in P1 though, it does put him in P3. Decent lap from Division. Is anyone else on a lap? DXT Thomas?
Yeah, it's looking like the Inters are the more suitable tyre for these conditions right now.
The Inters are definitely faster. The Musical Rocket, he went out in the wets, didn't he? Yeah. Pigeon Munch, that's just a bit of an outlap there. Calderon.
Oh, Tasteful Gecko spun around. Going through Cops.
Going through Cops, must have lost the back end. Unlucky there, mate. Saz on a lap. Wait, onto the podium. Has he set a lap yet? Onto the podium sets a 1 minute 42.1. That's a very good lap there. There's a lot of people waiting in the pits. There's actually 4 people. Tomic, Brazina, Monkey, SLR Dinner, Dylan, HX, 4K, they are all in the pits, probably waiting for the track to, well, the racing line to dry up a little bit to get a better lap, maybe even get into the 139s.
You see a Red Bull in his lap?
Passed. Oh yes.
He's taken actually quite good.
He's taking it very, very fast there. The track must be, the track conditions evolving is definitely in his favour right now. And as he does a purple second sector, this is looking very, very promising for RSF1 Karun. As he goes off the track there, coming at a stall. He wants to brake before that white line at least. Very nicely done there, short shifting into 3rd gear. Taking it round the final corner.
Pigeon Monsters is 140.
Oh, done a 140.6. Very nice. Very good lap there. He's improved on his lap by a 10th. Oh, not a 10th.
Epic Scouse is coming out on Inters.
Definitely a viable choice. Very, very, very efficient choice there from Epic Scouse, as he sees most of the front runners are on the Inters. Right, we're gonna view Epic Scouse's outlap because I think RSF1 Karun could be on a lap right now.
I'm not sure, he cut turn 1 a lot, so I think he slowed down. I'm not sure he's on his lap.
Epic
it's definitely, the track's getting drier, there's less rain I can see falling from the sky. It's becoming drier and drier. So these times are going to improve very quickly.
These times are going to be in the 39s and 38s, I can just see it happening. My question is Musical Rocket going to go out of the pits, or is he just going to take this lap because he's in the top 10? Yeah, I think he might need to go out one more time, or at least everyone needs to go out for another lap to just kind of secure themselves into Q2. Give themselves a good cushion. Karun is on a lap. We're going to view this for a little bit, and he's took turn 1 very wide. I'll hit the apex there. And he's broken very, very late here. Epic Scouse is now in a lap. This is going to be a very, very exciting race. I cannot wait to see these guys pacing the dry.
For me,
Epic Scouse goes into Brooklands. He does not do a purple sector, purple first sector.
For me, in the dry, the Ferraris are looking quite strong.
Ferraris are very, very strong with it. Even though the cars are unequal, they do have higher top end speed. Onto the podium has left. Did he mean to retire or did he mean to leave?
Wait, was that a random? Was that an actual guy?
Onto the podium. He left the session.
Yeah, that's why I'm just wondering if that was a random.
No. Epic Scouse could be doing a he didn't do a purple second sector. Still is. He's still got good pace around here, but taking it into Stowe very nicely indeed there. using the runoff as an advantage. And Karun puts in a fastest lap of a 140.3. Very nice. Epic Scouts puts in a 141.1, which puts him into P3. But maybe not for long, because there are people setting laps like Tasteful Gecko. He does a very nice first sector there. 31 seconds, not too bad in the wet, especially in inters actually. GRT Nova is going to put in a purple second sector. Going into Stowe, he's wanting to keep focused, take deep breaths in here. If he shifted into fourth there, he probably would have got a bit more speed. Oh, and he takes the chicane very nicely, short shifting into third. As he goes, oh, and he slides, and
Wow!
He just got a 1:39.6 after sliding across the line, basically. Just shows you the pace he had.
Wait, mate, can you put the party on the right only, please?
Yep.
Cheers.
So 69 is on a lap. Taking it very easily through here. Oh, he's maybe not on a lap actually. HX4K and the Red Bull, I must not be on a lap because he's weaving about. Atomic Brazina, we have not seen a lap from him yet. No, I don't think HX4K is on a lap right now. He's on the wets instead of inters. Is that the right decision?
No, I don't think
really
it is.
that wet?
Mate. No, the track's still quite dry. The track's actually getting dry.
Definitely a dry.
Yeah, it's getting dry.
A dry patch, yeah.
Yeah,
I think HX4K is just, he is on a lap. He's just on the wrong tyre. His pace, he's at least 5 seconds slower. Dom's retired from the session.
To be fair, Dom's not going to get knocked out because the top 15 that go through. And there's 4 people that's retired as well. So Matt's in danger.
GW,
Getting,
I think Matt actually left.
Yeah, Matt is in danger. Ooh!
Yeah, Matt is in danger. And Lorne puts in a... Oh, that's just about nearly a tenth. Nearly a tenth's difference between Nova and Lorne. Oh. Atomic Brazina goes around Stowe. And into the final chicane. Brakes just in time, that's very, very nice there. If he can just clip this apex, he could get a very good lap. And he does a 1:39.4. Secures pole, I do believe.
This is definitely showing, mate.
In the Q1.
This is definitely showing, mate, that the track is getting drier. The lap times are definitely going to improve
by at least 5 seconds. This is exciting. Epic Scouse is on a lap. Tasteful Gecko is also on a lap in the Haas. He's currently done a 1:40, not too bad. It's only 5 tenths off the pace. And DXT Thomas has just put in a 1:39.1.
Wow.
Which brings him into a pole position for Q1. Well, not a pole position, P1.
Provisional pole.
Provisional pole. Oh, and Epic Scouse has lost a back end going through Maggots and Beckett's, which is an extreme shame because he had some good pace starting sector 2.
Oh, Lawn puts it at 138.8.
3/10. Oh, and Tasteful
Oh,
Gecko, the man I was spectating, 138.8 as well. A tenth, almost a tenth faster than Lorne, which secures him a provisional pole. In Q1, he'll
think
be buzzing going
Monkey's
into
on a lap.
Q2.
See what he can do. Pigeon's done a 138.3.
Oh my god, when's this train a good lap's gonna stop? Is Monkey gonna put an end to this? Is he gonna get provisional pole? And
Gets sixth.
Monkey goes P6. Unlucky,
See
mate.
Division. He's on a lap as well.
Yeah, Division. Thomas is on his in lap. Division taking it very, very carefully through Magazine Beckett's, not wanting to spin. No, I think he's on his in lap, to be honest. Yeah, that's him heading into the pits. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of Q1. Yep, very good, very exciting, that was.
Sadly, we're going to have to say
Very-
goodbye to Matt GW.
That GWI. Fallen soldier. Unlucky, mate.
It's quite a pain, to be fair, but it's because quality's in wet conditions, right? So you're gonna have a fresh set of dries anyway, so it's
Yeah.
quite a pain for him.
Oh, and Monkey with that 5. Oh, and SLR Dillon has picked up a 5 place grid penalty, as has Monkey. This is not looking good for them two.
Yeah,
Unless
I
they
think
can get up.
they collided.
Yeah, that's unlucky for the two of them. They'll be looking to get at least P1 and 2 for Q3 to at least get them into the top 10. And that's us in Q2 now, after an exciting Q1.
I see the cloud. I don't want to sound like a weather person, but the clouds are started to move away from each other. See a patch of blue sky there. Looks like it might dry up. One of the Ferraris going out, or one of the Hassel Alfa Romeo. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's Alfa Romeo.
The Alfa Romeo of GRT Nova is leaving the pit lane. Tasteful Gecko is now coming out as well. Right. GRT Nova. The track is a lot drier from Q1 as well. There's a big dry patch there on the racing line. More grip as well because of all the leftover rubber on the track. I wonder if it's going to be a dry Q3. Dry in 10 minutes. Oh, and Tasteful Gecko has spun out. Oh, I think that's twice he's done that now. Oh, that's going to be sore on the tyres there. GRT Nova was the first person to go out. And Thomas in the Twitch chat is saying that he does not normally run no assists, so this will be very, very interesting. See what he can do with no assists. As I know not many people in this game do run no assists.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
and
good.
H4,
I personally think medium traction
HX4K
is better.
spun.
Medium traction is better for wet or wet
Yeah.
conditions. Should we follow
Another
JRT Nova's lap?
Yeah, JRT Nova's just coming around the penultimate corner and going on a lap here. Going into turn 1. Very good there. Nice and smooth. And there's a yellow flag in sector 2, and I do believe HX4K. Oh, he maybe never spun. He's taking it very, very slowly through Maggots and Beckett so he doesn't get any tyre wear. Tasteful Gecko and onto the podium are about to go for the lap. I'm going to spectate GRT Nova. So I need to put on the telemetry again. Full track map. Sector 1 yellow flag. Who else is on a lap? Tasteful Gecko and onto the podium. Epic Scouse is also on a lap. Onto the podium. Oh, as he slides through Luffield, manages to recover the car. Taking it back in one piece, obviously. JRT Nova going round Stowe.
Epic Scouts got purple sector 1.
Very good. But as we know, towards the end of the session, these lap times will be no longer. As he sets a 1:39.2, not a bad lap there from JRT Nova. Tasteful Gecko and onto the podium. Yeah, these guys were, as Tasteful Gecko comes round Stowe. Goes onto the podium because I know he's on a lap. He's coming round Stowe as well. Tasteful Gecko going round the final chicane onto the penultimate corner. And what is he gonna set? Oh, as he skids along the line, and it's a 1:40.1. He'll be disappointed with that. And onto the podium, so it's a 1:46.5.
It's
I don't
invalidated.
think he was on a lap.
No, he invalidated.
Right. Yeah, I think that's him on his lap now. Oh, as he almost loses it going into turn 2.
H4K's on a lap though. HX4K.
He's done alright. He's done a reasonable sector 2 there. So he's just trying to keep the car stuck to the road, and they're all sliding along the line. Epic Scouse, 148.9. Who's next to set a lap? Onto the podium's on his lap. He's going round Luffield. Division is also on a lap. Puts in a brilliant sector 2 there. A very good sector 2, I might add. Lorne, he's going through sector 1 still. View Division here as he goes through the chicane. Oh, it's going to be in the 140s. It's a 140.3. Onto the podium. Puts in a good second sector also. I don't know why none of the drivers have been using the runoff area in Stowe, coming out of Stowe. Oh,
No, I think it's because if you get too much on, if you go too far, you could get invalidated. But if you go too much on the curb, you could spin. Well,
track limits are and yeah, onto the
DRS
podium sets.
DRS has been enabled.
GRT, yeah, DRS has been enabled, which is going to be very, very good for these drivers. Onto the podium, so at 1:40.3. Tomic Brazina has put in a 1:40.1, very nice. Which puts him in a provisional P2, obviously.
See what Lorne can do.
Lorne, let's see what Lorne can do. He's going around the chicane, the final chicane. And onto the penultimate corner he goes, and it's a 1:40 on the dot. Almost a 1:40.1. He runs off the track a little bit, probably with the excitement. And the Red Bull
Tasteful
of
Gecko spins round.
Tasteful Gecko has been having a lot of trouble with grip recently. I've seen him spin off going into turn 4 onto the straight. Yeah, he's definitely struggling with no traction.
Yeah,
Probably
definitely.
not the best thing to be running in wet conditions. Maybe even just turn it off for this session.
See, I see
Goes round Stowe Cox.
Tomic Brezina, sorry if I pronounced that wrong. He's actually holding the slap together. Slap's looking quite strong.
I don't think he's on a lap right now.
Oh,
He did take it very, very nicely through Maggots and Beckett's. I don't think
yeah.
Lon's on a lap either, because he or she is running it through Maggots and Beckett's very, very slowly in low ERS mode. Tasteful
I think
Gecko going into the
I think they might
pits.
start to go out on slicks if it starts to dry up.
Yeah, it's just spitting now. It's not even rain anymore. Lauren
Yeah.
goes into the pits, and it looks like everyone is in the pits right now. And Epic Scouse is coming out of the pits. Epic Scouse is on now on an out lap. He's on the slicks. He's on the softs, so he's looking to he wants to warm up these tyres as much as he can. Get them up to temperature here because the track is now dry.
It's going to be a bit greasy though, so they need to watch out.
Yeah, definitely. They need to watch out for grip. Epic Scouse is definitely taking advantage of this wet weather. He probably wants to set at least 2 laps.
I'd personally say he only needs to do 1 lap really, because he's going to start on these tyres in the race.
Fair enough, actually, he wants to save tyre wear and SLR dinner. I keep on calling him dinner. I mean Dylan. Excuse me. He is now in his out lap. Epic Scouse is going to be first round, so we're going to watch most of his lap and then cut to Dylan. See what he can do.
Come on, Dylan.
Musical
Do it for the
Rocket.
McLarens.
Dom is now in a out lap as well, so we will view him as well, don't worry.
Just watch Epic's gas lap.
Guys. Yeah. A lot of these guys run no traction, which is very, very good because you can get at least 2 or 3 tenths off a lap. As he's got it in overtake here, going through turn 1.
Oh,
it's
slide!
and he's spun.
Oh, can he keep it?
Oh no!
Oh!
Yeah, right. That was a bit dodgy.
This is what I mean by the track is very greasy. Like, this track is quite greasy.
Yeah, it's almost as greasy as my hair, if I've not had a shower in 3 days. Anyway, moving on to SLR Dylan, he'll need to watch out going through turn 1, and he goes back into the pits. He's probably gonna wait, or has he got front wing damage?
Nah, I think I think he's gonna wait for the track to some more dry rubber to go on the track, because there's still a lot of wet rubber on the track.
I think Dom is going for a lap here. Yeah, Dom's gonna risk it for the biscuit. Dom, out of all people, does not actually short shift, but still puts in very, very nice laps, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Oh, and Dom's got a lot of grip, Musical Rocket. A lot of grip going through turn 1. Oh, a bit of a skid there. And DRS enabled, so he will probably put in a purple first sector. Yeah, definitely. Nope, he's not putting a purple first sector. Who has? Who's the absolute madman that's putting a purple first sector on the intermediates? Monkey's on a lap. Rocket's also on a lap. Division.
Dom told me he doesn't Don told me he doesn't go through cops flat. He does, sorry. He told me he does.
He does.
Takes us really well though.
Yup. Yeah, very nice.
Purple sector.
Yeah, these sector times aren't popping up for me.
Ah. It's probably just a glitch.
Yeah, definitely. Aye. Should I have it unfitted as well? The detail.
You don't have to.
I'll put it unfitted anyway, just in case
Ooh,
viewers are actually interested.
127.5. Wait, is that good?
Yeah, that's pretty decent for
Greasy track.
a greasy track. Yeah, but he'll be aiming to get into the low 26s for this one.
Yeah, he'll definitely.
Definitely.
Not in Q2, but in Q3.
Yeah, in Q2. No, Q3. Yeah.
They just need to
So
get
I
used
put
to
in
the
a
track.
Decent first sector as he goes around cops here. Keeps it in 7th to get the maximum potential out of his car there. Keeps it in 7th. Very, very nice there. A bit of a lift off through cops. Going through Mags and Beckett's. He lifts off a slight bit. Downshifts into 6th and into 4th gear to get that extra rotation through Beckett's.
I swear I just
16
saw
coming
a
through
tad
Stowe.
bit of rain.
Does not use the runoff area to his advantage here.
Mate, I swear I just saw a tad bit of rain come down again.
27.8, which puts him into a provisional P2. Going into Q3 here, we'll be very happy with that, because that is a decent lap.
Sea Monkey
Plus,
though,
there's
he's on his
probably
lap.
not as...
It's a decent exit out of there. Out of Magus and Beckett's.
Yeah, he's done an alright sector 2.
Could have taken a bit more speed.
Here. Yeah, he could have at least downshifted a little bit more. Oh no, he's
Ah,
not.
no, I think he's
not
saving
on a
his
lap.
ERS. Yeah, he's saving this.
Yeah.
This is his. He's going to a lap now. Karoon's on a lap behind
Yes.
him.
And he puts. Oh, he puts an up. Oh, he does a 126.7, which is out of this world for Q2. Definitely.
That's amazing.
That is a computer. It's like 110 AI around here. I don't know if that's an insult, mate, because I don't know if 110 AI are the best around here. Atomic Brazina is going through Mags and Beckett's now. Downshift, and he's going to take this in 5th gear, I do believe. Yep, he does. And there's a reasonable sector 2. Taking Stowe in 5th gear, definitely trying to get the most out of the corner there. Does not use the runoff area, which is very, very...
Atomic Brazina is on a lap as well. Goes second.
And he puts on a 127 flat. Peaceful Gecko's also on a lap. Pigeon Munch puts on a 127.1.
Division's on his lap as well.
Put in a 127.2. Division's also on a lap. Oh, he's definitely he's revving that out to the absolute max. As you can see, his deploys down, but can he set a good enough lap? He sets a 127.4, which gets him into Q3. Tasteful Gecko, Lorne, GRT Nova, and Epic Scouse are out of qualifying, as is DXT Thomas, who did not set a lap. Interesting.
Very.
Karoon's coming out of the pits. Right. Alright, Q2. Yeah,
That's
definitely.
Q2 done.
Exciting. Q2 is done. And I am sweating. Lauren, Tasteful Gecko, JRT Nova, and Epic Scouse, and DXT Thomas. I want to wish you luck, and the two or three drivers that didn't make it into Q2, I want to wish you luck for the race as well. Unlucky in the previous qualifyings, and good luck to the top 10 that get into Q3. Let's have a good one. I'm gonna have a full dry Q3, I do believe. Monkey still has that 5 place grid penalty, and I think it's SLR Dylan that also has it as well. This is going to play a big factor in where they are going to qualify this race.
To be fair, 12th, 13th, 14th, and 15th all were either on the wet, or the 15th and 14th, 14th, 13th, and 12th were on inters, and 15th didn't do a lap, so they'll have fresh tyres for the race.
Yeah, they will have the advantage, but if you are outside of the top 10, I do recommend running medium soft, because it will benefit you throughout. There's a lot of people going out very early here. Musical Rocket's away out for his out lap now. The Red Bull of RSF1 Karun, or Karun, I don't know how. Apologies for the pronunciation of these names. It's my first time commentating for F2, so I don't. Just correct me if I don't know how to say your name. You can slaughter me in the Discord if you want. Don't be surprised if I backchat you. No, I'm kidding on.
Everyone in the chat, who you think is gonna get pole position right now in Q3?
Yeah, this will be interesting here. Who will be getting the provisional pole position for the race? Do have 11 viewers here. Yes, I invalidated my lap at Cops, and also because I locked up way too much. That's unlucky, Thomas. I wish you luck in the race, mate. That was unfortunate there in Q2 then.
Maybe you didn't put enough brake pressure. I think that's probably why.
Yeah.
Maybe the brake bias is sort of a bit all over the place as well.
Everyone is now on an out lap. Who did go out first? It was Musical Rocket, so he will be first. Oh wait, he won't. He's let SLR Dylan go past.
I think it's Mr. Pigeon.
Validation. Or right, so
no,
SLR Dylan is now about to go on a lap. Musical Rocket is predicted to get a P1, Pigeon Munch P2, Karun P3. That seems pretty reasonable. Who do you think's going to win the race, Sam? Musical Rocket is actually short shifting. SLR Dylan puts in a purple first sector. Oh well, mind the ears on. Musical Rocket. Oh. Who's done now? And it is onto the podium. There's a HX4K puts in a purple first sector. Rakyak says Musical for the win. Well, not for the win. Musical win. SLR Dylan does a purple. I need to stop saying that. He's the first person to say it. Who has done a purple? RSF1 Karun has put in a purple second sector. As SLR Dylan comes along the line, it is going to be a 127 flat.
HX4K is looking quite strong as well.
Yeah, definitely. He's using that runoff to the advantage. Pigeon Munch puts in a 126.7. Karun puts in a 126.8. Onto the podium, puts in a 127 flat. HX4K puts in a 126.4. Very nice lap there. Monkey's coming across the line. What's it going to be? It is a 127.3, which puts him P7 at the moment. Tomic across the line at a 126.9. Musical Rocket and Division have not set laps yet. Maybe they're waiting for the track to heat up a little bit before they go out. That's everyone set their first lap. If it was me, I'd probably be sandbagging right now, because I'm a bit of a, I should say, a bit of a waste man. And I like my car nice and heated up. And Musical Rocket is going out for an out lap now, so we will view the Musical Rocket as everyone else has set a lap. Division decides to stay in the pits. Maybe he's fixing up his front wing probably. Adjusting it a small tad.
I just remembered these guys are going to have plenty of softs to go on. At least 2 to 3 sets. They could go on.
2 to 3 sets of softs, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they could definitely go out for another 3 laps. If you want to risk it for the biscuit, you know what I mean? Like, get them good laps at the end of Q3, because HX4K does look very, very promising for a pole position here. If he's putting in them lap times at the moment. Tsar coming across the line. I think he's on a lap right now. Very, very fast round there. Oh, and turn 2. Very nicely done. As he goes onto the straight. As the track will be more grippy because all the rubber has been left on the track, he could set purple first sector, which he doesn't. Surprisingly, I need to put the telemetry on again. And the lap data. I need to remember to do that for the race as well. Musical Rocket's now in a lap as well. So I don't know. 69 is about to go through Max and Beckett's. Very, very fast. Oh, rides the apex very, very well here. And there's a purple second sector. Very nice indeed.
Musical Rocket does a purple first sector.
Purple first sector, very, very nice. SAR 69 coming through the final chicane, through the penultimate corner, and it's going to be a 127 flat, which puts him into P6. Musical Rocket going through Maggots and Beckett's. Oh, he's doing this very, very nicely here. He could set a purple second sector, which he does. He does a purple first and second.
If he keeps his lap together, this is going to be a really good lap.
This is going to be probably a pole position as he does short shift back into 5th gear, using that runoff area to a bit of an advantage here, taking the short shifting, yes, into 3rd gear to get maximum grip. And he goes across the line, and it's going to be a 126.7.
I think he lost time in the last 2 corners. He could have taken a bit more. He could have taken a bit more speed.
Yeah, definitely. I do agree with that.
I reckon because I've been looking at HX4K's lap, and he's taken much more speed into the last chicane.
Pigeon Munch does a purple 3rd sector on his out lap. Very interesting.
Ooh, interesting tactics from the McLarens here.
Yeah, they're probably going to do a slipstream train, probably.
Yeah.
SLR down puts in a 27. Oh, never mind, that's him on his second lap. Oh, he does have a bit of wheel spin there, which does cost him a little bit of time. Pigeon Munch is on a very promising lap indeed. Takes Stowe flat, I do believe. Aye, he's took Stowe flat. Cops even. He's got a lot of grip here. He must be running medium traction or something. As he puts in a purple second sector, this is going to be a flyer. Oh, he's lost a bit of time there by going into the grass. Using the runoff area as well. Short shifting. This is going to be a good lap here. This is going to be into the 26s. This is going to be a 26.5. That's very well done there. HX4Ks on a lap. SLR Dillon in division are slipstreaming each other. I do believe division is doing a proper lap here. Division is going to come across the line and it's going to be a 1:26.8, which puts him P5 at the moment. Not a bad lap there.
Come on, McLarens.
HX4K is on a lap now.
And onto the podium. Oh, and he's lost.
Oh,
he's lost it.
Onto the podium and lost it.
From 3 Beckett's.
Oh, that was going to be an alright sector 2 there. Could have been the best sector 2. HX4K is going through cops. He takes.
I think these drivers are lining up to do one last lap.
And
he does a purple. He does a purple second sector.
Second sector. HX4K is looking very, very good for a pole position here. Pigeon Munch and Musical Rocket have retired from the session. I think they are happy with their laps at the moment. And HX4K extends his lead to a 1:26.2. Very good lap. That is an absolute flyer there. Karun is now in a lap. And I do believe SLR Dillon has just put himself up a little bit. He's improved on his lap.
Onto the podium's invalidated. So he can't put another lap. It's unlucky for him.
Definitely, aye. Shah has a bit of a lock up going into turn 3. From what I've seen, it was a bit of a lock up. Monkey has done a very, very good first sector. Does not put in a purple second sector. Is anyone else about to do that? Razina he's put in a purple second sector. Very nice indeed. Could have took that a bit tighter there. Tomic Brazuna is looking for a pole position.
Monkey gets 6th.
Monkey gets 6th. And Tomic Brazuna has just put in a 1:26.7 and has put himself into P3 for this race, it does look like. Karun is coming round the final chicane.
Can he get pole?
Corner. Can he get pole? And no, he gets P3.
He gets 3rd. Onto the podium, invalidated.
Onto the podium has invalidated.
And that is Q3 done.
Yeah, Shah didn't have enough time to put in another lap, so that's him. And P10. Right, that is Q3 all wrapped up. So HX4K, P1, P2 is Mr. Pigeon Munch, P3 is RSF1 Coron, P4 Atomic Prisoner, P5 Musical Rocket 73, P6 Division, P7 Monkey, and I'll read the rest of the positions after we get into the loading screen because I've got the memory of a goldfish. SLR Dillon, P8, onto the podium P9, and Sa, unfortunately P10, because he's a bit slow getting onto his lap there. Very exciting Q3, and I am definitely excited for this race. It's going to be a belter.
Sacred, do you want to check
Stay
your
tuned.
Discord?
Yeah. Right, bear with me for a moment. I'll only be about 20 seconds.
Alright. This field is look competitive. Put in the comments below who you think would maybe benefit from this race, to be fair. Who do you think is going to win? Rakyak says musical for the win. Welcome viewers if you're just coming into the stream. This is Silverstone, round 7. CCRL, F2.
Right, apologies for my absence. I had to go and do something there real quick. Sam, are you still there? Yeah.
Yeah. It's like we're going in. Formation lap.
Yep.
Remember, a couple of these guys have, I think it was 2 guys have good penalties, so...
Yeah, it was SLR Dillon and Monkey, I do believe. Monkey's P11 now, and SLR Dillon at P13. Dom was saying before this race he is confident in its race pace, so
Yeah,
I'll
the
hold
thing
him
is,
to that.
he said he's going to put in about 2 laps of fuel. And,
Oh,
3 laps. Oh yeah, I think we're going to have to get a lobby restart.
yeah, there's going to have to be a lobby restart because Mr. Pigeon Munch has had probably internet connection problems, or he has left the session. And HX4K is AI now, so I do believe there might be... Yeah, there's a lobby restart. I do believe there will be a lobby restart here, as there's a few drivers
Yeah,
have
definitely.
left. Oh, and HX4K is...
Alright, so could you try
back.
and invite
They
back?
were in... Mr. Pigeon Munch stopped on track.
Just go and recently played, and it should be there.
I'm not there.
Let me
It's a
just
bit
try.
of a
I'm gonna
shambles
try and
here.
invite him.
Yeah, you try and invite him so I don't disrupt the stream.
I've invited him. Hopefully, he gets back in time.
We'll see from
P2's yeah, P2's gap is empty. Oh, here we go. No, it's just his AI filling up. Car's going to
he
position.
still hasn't joined back.
Just waiting for the Matt GW guy. The Mercedes and the Williams. And here we go for the Silverstone Grand Prix. We go to 3, 4, 5 red lights. And away we go. H4K gets a quite decent start, but Karun might be going around the outside of H4K. And he gets... Oh, and H4K keeps the position. Musical Rocket goes up to P3.
Oh, very nice from him. Got off to a very, very good start here at this GP. Division goes up a position, overtakes Pigeon Munch. As we go into Brooklands. And is Karun going to make a move? Karun's made a move around the outside. Is he going to stick it? Oh, and HX4K manages to keep the inside line. Oh, Karun
wheel to
actually
wheel.
makes the overtake.
Can he make the move? And he gets the move done. Oh, and he gets pushed out wide.
Into cops. Karun needs to
Oh,
hold
and they
him
touch
off
wheels.
here right now. Two Red Bulls fighting away here.
Musical Rocket could have a go at HX4K.
Going into Stowe here, very, very exciting business. So McLaren of Division nearly spins off.
Mate, there is a massive train.
Dreadful thing. Yeah, definitely. There will be a lot of DRS in lap 3. Oh, Dylan goes wide. Pigeon Munch is falling behind. That's because he is not in the lobby. So there's only
Guys,
a gap of
when the track's like this,
GRT Nova makes a move on Tasteful Gecko into turn 3.
Mate, when the track's like this, they've got to watch out for their front wing. They don't want to be braking too late. They need to predict the braking zone of the car in front. They don't want to lose any more time.
and they don't want to brake test anyone behind them.
Yeah. Karun is actually pulling away, to be fair. He's gained a few
Karun
temps
has
on
made up
H.
3 attempts in the second sector. No, well, first and second sector. Pigeon Munch has joined back, but it is too late. He's P15, and Lorne has spun off all the way at the back of the grid.
Oh
Lucky
no.
there. He'll be kicking himself for that one there. Epic Scouse. Oh, and SLR Dillon is going to look for the move up the inside of Epic Scouse into Stowe. Can he make it stick?
Oh, Karun needs a bit of traction.
Epic Scouse. He's just gave up the position to SLR Dillon. H4K.
Musical's looking like the fastest on the track right now.
Yeah, as he puts in the fastest lap in lap 3. There will be DRS down this straight, so this will be very, very interesting for these front runners. And Tomek Brezina wants to make his presence known.
Musical Rocket gets a really... Musical Rocket actually gets a really good exit, to be fair.
Unfortunate that HX4Ks also get DRS. Musical Rocket's going to have to be very, very patient here. Has any moves been made? No.
Oh! Just looking at the top 3 here. There's a battle for first here. And this is the big train.
Definitely. Tomek has actually fell a wee bit behind, and Musical Rocket touched the grass there. Doesn't lose any time, surprisingly. GRT Nova has got a penalty, 3-second time penalty there.
Can HX4K get a move on RSF1 Karun? Goes down
the inside.
Oh no, he backs out. Oh, Musical nearly loses the back end.
And he does fall back a small bit there. He's lucky there's no DRS on here, or them 2 Red Bulls would be pulling away right now.
To be fair, the top 4 are rather close.
Yeah. Do you think is this tactics from the 2 Red Bull drivers is trying to stick together, pull away from the whole crowd?
Well, from the fact that in turn 1, the first lap, and turn 2, just the first lap in general, I think they're trying to stick together and give each other slipstream and get far, but they're at the same time battling. So it's going to be interesting to see. Oh, Musical looks up and he taps the back of HX4K.
Oh, has he got any front wing damage? Can you see?
No, he doesn't have any yet.
He doesn't seem to have any. Very, very lucky there.
Musical is pushing to the limit.
He's definitely pushing. He's still got a reasonable amount of ERS here. He's on 85% at the moment. He sticks it low. Tomek Brezina probably going to make a move up into Stowe, as Musical Rocket does take it very, very slow through Mags and Beckett.
Monkey spun round.
Oh, unlucky. Was that an incident there between them 2?
I'm not sure, I didn't see, I just saw second and third sector. Oh, and Dylan has gone around as well.
Yeah.
Who else has gone around?
Oh, Musical Rocket.
Tasteful Gecko has gone around as well.
Tasteful Gecko has lost a few positions there. Oh, and DXT Thomas does run off the track a small tad. And SLR Dillon is making a pit stop here. I do believe he's got front wing damage. He'll be wanting to switch to them hards so he can go to the end of the race here. And Lauren has also made a pit stop for the hards a lap ago. After that incident in lap 3.
I think that's a good decision from him, to be fair.
Yeah.
He definitely needs to get these hards up to temperature as soon as possible. So he can hopefully gain some time from these old softs.
Does seem to be Dom Musical Rocket is actually falling behind, and Tomek Brezina is probably going to get slipstream up the back straight, up the hangar straight even, into Stowe. He does have DRS. Does Musical Rocket have DRS on the Red Bulls? Yes, he does. After he does a purple second sector.
Oh, Sam makes a move on into the podium.
Yeah, we just seen that there. Aye. Let's try to hold it round the outside. He does try and squeeze him out a little bit. Oh, and
he
onto the
nearly
podium,
loses it.
almost loses it. Matt GW does capitalise on that. Division breaks late there. Crumbling to the pressure. And Dom is actually caught up to the two Red Bulls. He's pushing to the limit here. He's got it in overtaking all sorts.
To be fair, I've
He's
noticed
right
with,
on the
Musical
tail of
Rocket.
HX4K.
Oh, the Red Bulls nearly go. Oh, and
Oh.
he hits H4K.
Dom makes contact, and HX4K is struggling to get traction, and Atomic Prisoner overtakes Musical Rocket and makes his way into P3. Is Musical Rocket going to make a switchback? No, he is not. And has lost a position. And Prisoner is steaming his way up through the track here. And HX4K takes Maggots and Beckett's very, very slowly there, and has lost DRS on his teammate. And Brazuna is going to look for the move. HX4K goes defensive into Stowe, manages to hold him off here. Brazuna still wants to stick around the outside. He might go for a move up the inside into this chicane. No.
Oh, Monkey spun around
HX4K.
again, cops.
Matt GW makes a move on Sa here. Sa just gives up the position. A Musical Rocket overtakes Brazina again into turn 1. He does not want to give Brazina any chance of getting a podium. Onto the podium, looks round the outside of Sa there. FX House makes an overtake on Monkey. Monkey is pitted. Is he going to go on to the hards? No, he's going on to the mediums. Is he trying to get the biggest undercut of his life? Or are them tyres of his just worn out? Lorne overtakes Monkey in the pits. And Monkey is now in last position, but is only 6 seconds behind Lorne here. So if he can stick within that gap, he will do alright in this race, I might say.
No one's really pulling away, to be fair.
Yeah, they're all on their wee train.
Yeah, onto the
Yeah, but I
podium,
must
goes into
say-
the pits.
I must say the top 4 are in a wee world of their own. Especially maybe even the top 3, they're just managing to pull away from all the position below. HX4K has got DRS and is in overtake mode, looking up the inside of Brooklands. Oh, and the HX4K has been spun round by his teammate. Musical Rocket moves, and Atomic Brazina makes a move on Musical Rocket. Musical Rocket says no and takes his position back. And the Red Bull, he'll be kicking himself there because he went up the inside and made a very, very risky move.
The thing is, Musical Rocket is now 1.4 seconds behind Karoon, so he won't get the DRS, so he's going to be under attack from Atomic.
Yeah, Atomic Brazina will probably make a move into Stowe here. Musical Rocket is lagging a little bit by the looks of it, and he just gives up the position.
Yeah, no point of fighting that.
Looking to get better. He's got a better drive. And is he going to go up the inside? Nah, he's going to back off here. He doesn't want to risk it.
Oh, his tyres are looking very blistered.
Ooh. HX4K gets a 5-second drive-through penalty. No, a 5-second penalty there for speeding in the pit lane.
I think it's is it a stop go?
No, I don't think it is a stop go. I think he's just got a 5-second penalty.
Yeah, it's a 5-second penalty.
Karun is struggling for grip here as he waddles around these couple of corners. Musical Rocket's got DRS on Tonic Brazera, and Karun is almost gonna pull away here. He's not in the DRS of Tonic, so he doesn't really need to worry about him for now. Just needs to pull away a little bit more.
To be fair, Nova's caught up to because of the incident of H4K. It's given Nova the DRS to catch up to Musical Rocket. So now the packets actually start to close in.
Definitely, aye. Nova's just over a second behind Musical Rocket. Division is going to get JRT Nova's slipstream. Does Nova have slipstream?
Musical's going to make the move on the outside.
Musical does make a move, and it does work out very, very well for him there. As Karun goes into the pits here.
Karun lost a bit of time there.
Yeah, Brazina's staying out here for probably another 1 or maybe 2 laps here, just to... Because I do believe an overcut is very, very fast on this track.
Yeah, because your tyres are going to be gone at the end of the race. Unless you're on hards or something.
The overcut is brilliant.
In fair, I saw the F4 and F3 race. I saw the medium to softs was quite good. You go to about
soft is quite good.
Yeah, you go to about, I'm not sure, is it lap 18 on mediums? I can't remember. Then you just go to softs. You're really quick.
I did say the best strategy outside of the top 10 was a medium soft. Because you'll be lightning quick at the end of the race. Brazina's probably going to pit now because he is a bit slow around cops. Match EW will be in P1 after Brazina makes his pit stop, but Sa is closing in 8 tenths behind, so he will have DRS going up the hanger straight. DXT Thomas and Sa, there's some gap between them, 2.5 seconds. Sa gonna make this move. Might make a move at the chicane, no he won't. Matt's pulling away a wee bit. Brazina is away into the pits. That's interesting, Brazina has actually underfueled his car for this race and is low on ERS. Two Mercedes are now P1 and 2 at the moment. I think, well, Musical Rocket has actually came out in front of Karun. So, Musical Rocket... Oh! Brazina is actually in P3. So they overcut... Oh, never mind. Musical Rocket. HX4K is actually in front of Musical Rocket here. So, even after that incident, Musical Rocket is actually still behind HX4K. And he is on a net P1 right now.
Oh yeah, I forgot he's undercut everyone.
Yeah, he did. He undercutted like four drivers, yeah.
Yeah. To be fair, that's not gonna go good for him in the long run.
No, his tyres are only 1 lap older than theirs.
Yeah, that could make a lot of difference though.
It could be a couple of tenths per lap. You're right, actually. DXT Thomas is falling back a wee bit from Matt.
Noticed also Musical Rocket can contain his tyres quite well. Like he can keep them nice and fast.
Yeah.
And quite cold as well.
Musical Rocket's only 8 tenths behind HX4K here, going into Stowe 9 tenths now. So if he can keep in in this wee bubble here. He will have DRS going down a back straight.
Rakiak says in the chat, after 16 laps on mediums, he's on 60% degradation. Yeah,
I think
it's hard to say.
80% is puncture territory, I think.
Yeah, 75%, 80% near there.
Onto the podium, might make a move on Tomic Brezina here. The Alfa Romeo going up the inside into Brooklands here. And Tomic Brezina is gonna try and hold on a wee bit. Is he gonna go try and... He's gonna... No, he's not. He's gonna just back off there and let onto the podium through. Let's see what Karan's doing here. He's in a wee world of his own right now. He's 2 seconds behind Musical Rocket. Dom is actually a second behind, so he will not get DRS up the hangar straight, unfortunately for him. Matt GW is just pulling away from his teammate.
So technically, Musical and HX4K are in net 1, net P1, P2.
Yeah. Musical Rocket will be buzzing. Karan is actually falling back a little bit by a tenth there. Yeah, he's fell back by a full tenth. 2 attempts now.
Yeah, Musical's caught up to HX4K.
Yeah, he's 4 attempts behind now. What happened to HX4K? Did you see?
Yeah, he lost the rear end a bit going into turn 2. The exit of turn 2.
Musical
Or was it
Rocket
turn 1?
right up his chuff. Makes a move down the inside. Through Brooklyn.
And he gets it done.
And into Luffield. Very nicely
Lovely
done there
move.
from... Yeah, lovely move there. That's him in a net P1 now. He will be buzzing. He better not let the excitement get to him though, as HX4K is still right behind him. And he needs
Musical
to
Rocket
focus.
is on the fresher tyres as well.
Yeah, his taps are a lap younger. Much fresher. Karun's pulled them in a wee bit. He's pulled them in by half a second, by the looks of it.
Oh,
Karun is definitely pushing here. Pushing his car to the limit.
yeah,
Well, he is.
He's on very low ERS.
Yeah, he's on low ERS, I've just noticed that. And HX4K is right up the back of Musical Rocket.
I can't quite see what ERS Musical's on because my camera settings is like quite close. But
He's on 70% ERS, so he's managed his ERS
wow.
extremely well. Lap 14 with that amount of ERS.
Yeah, that's what I meant by he's really good with his tyres and ERS, and he's quite fast as well with it, saving it. Imagine how quick he would be actually pushing. That's quite surprising.
Matt GW and DST Thomas will probably be making pit stops in a couple of laps time, which gives Dom and HX4K net P1 and 2, and Corona a P3. Tomic Brezina is nearly 2 seconds behind.
Ratkek says onto the podium's tyres will be dead at the end of the race.
Yeah. By the end of that race, his tyres will be 18 laps old.
Lefted sent the chat. He actually did 25 laps on the mediums and he won F1. He did 25 laps on the mediums, and I'm not sure how he did that. He put a masterclass
good tyre management there. Definitely, yeah.
But I struggle with 25 laps on hards, mate.
Mate, I would struggle too. I'm trying to check this chat, but nothing's popping up for me, so... Oh, more messages below it. No, apparently there's been no chat messages since Q2 or Q3 then. SLR Dillon gets a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane, and he just retires. He retires in the pit lane. He must just be annoyed. Lauren's on the 11 lap
to be
old
fair,
hards here.
To be fair, his race did go downhill. I feel really bad for him.
Epic Scouse is on 11 lap old softs. So he'll probably he might pit for more softs actually.
I think Dylan could have at least gone for fastest lap, I don't know.
Yeah, and get himself
at least get a point.
And Matt goes into the pits here, needs to watch himself there because he's going very, very fast. Oh, and DXT Thomas stays out, he wants to get the overcut on his teammate. Or he doesn't want to double stack, that's probably the reason as well. HX4K just pokes his nose through Stowe there. It's definitely being very, very aggressive here.
Karun has lost half a second.
Half a second in the past 2 laps. DXT Thomas is just... It's a big shame for him because he probably thinks he's P1 right now, but... He might...
Oh, HX4K span!
Oh, what's happened? Was there contact?
I'm not sure, I think he hit the back of Musical and spun around, I'm not sure.
Be sure to send your clips in. If anyone's watching a stream who's playing the game and you can hear me, just send in your clips. HX4K.
Is there a safety car or are they just going slow? Someone was going slow.
DXT Thomas is probably going to go for a pit stop now.
Karun's gained a second actually, and he's on the chaff of Musical Rocket.
Tomic Brazina has actually got younger tyres than the 2 front runners here in P1 and 2. DXT Thomas pits for the softs, so he's going for a medium soft strategy. I think he was watching the stream when I mentioned the medium soft. If you're outside the top 10.
There's a train for 4th and 5th, 4th and 5th, 3rd, 4th and 5th.
Yeah, 3-way battle there. And there's also another train as well.
To be fair, onto the podium's tyres are going to be dead at the end of the race, so Brazina could go away at the end of the race.
Yeah, he might pull away because onto the podium, his tyres are 3 laps older than his. So even in these early stages, his tyres will be causing... And Karun gets a 3-second time penalty.
Oh, this is going to be good for Musical.
Cops.
Yeah, no, I think he's pushing way too hard.
He needs to realise he is going to stay in Dom's Musical Rockets DRS. Anyway, if he just sits and lean and run, he'll start saving a bit of ERS here and make the fight back maybe at the end of the race. He shouldn't have been pushing as hard as he did. Now onto the podium, makes a move on Tomic Brazina. Tomic Brazina just gives it up here and just lets onto the podium through.
I'm just checking if Musical Rocket has any warnings or anything like that. Musical Rocket only has 1 warning, so he has 2 more lifelines left.
And HX4K is on the softs. He must have just pitted there. And I think, there's a bit of a train going on here between Division, Tomic, Brazina and...
Onto the podium.
Yeah, onto the podium. Although onto the podium, it has seemed to pull away a wee bit by about half a tenth there. Both the cops, and Epic Scouse puts in the fastest lap of the race.
Oh,
Sector
HX4K
3.
is retired.
Oh, unlucky.
Oh, I feel so sorry for him.
I know he was definitely probably going to be a front runner for this race, mate.
I think he deserved at least a podium.
Yeah, but it does look like onto the podium. Might get onto the podium for this one.
Nah, I reckon his tyres will die
If
at
he
the
can
end of the race.
hold off, if he can hold off Tomek Brezina.
Yeah. Onto the podium's been the mediums for 11 laps, so his tyre's going to go off soon. Tomek has
Unfortunately,
3.
we're not doing helmet of the day today. Maybe next week, but not today. Although we will ask at the end of this race who is the driver of the day, and I want you lovely people in the chat to type who do you think is the driver of the day.
You just had to make this even more cheesy, didn't you?
Aye, mate. Just make the viewers feel good about themselves, you know what I mean?
Oh, 5th and 4th are going at it.
Division makes a move up the inside into Cops. Very nice. But Brezina is trying. Oh, Brezina's fallen back. Division is definitely pushing quite a bit here. Division is. Oh, he does not have very much ERS, nor does Tomek Brezina. And Matt GW has 50% ERS, and he's gonna go. It's 3 wide into Stowe. Oh my god, Matt GW overtakes Division. Brezina manages to get the DRS and overtake him on a hanger straight. This is getting serious.
Onto the podium is actually, I think he's actually pushing, to be fair, because he's gained 1.5 seconds from Tomek.
Yeah.
And he's on really old tyres. Oh, Monkey, I think it's Monkey. Monkey's gone around again. That's 3 times in this race.
Yeah, Monkey is definitely struggling this race. Maybe Silverstone is maybe not his strongest track here.
Matt GW goes
Matt
up
GW
to
makes a move.
4th place. Oh, when he tries to get a switch back, but the Mercedes gets the move done.
And Matt GW will be wanting to push and push and push to get that podium. You can see them just going into Cops here.
Yeah, Matt GW could have a really good chance of getting the onto the podium actually.
Because Monkey is retired.
He retired on track.
He's retired on track. I think HX4K. I don't know if he retired. I think he may have went in the pits.
Nah, I think he went
I think
to the
he
pits.
might have crashed.
I think Monkey retired into the track. We'll have to see from the top runners. Rakyak says at the moment, in his opinion, musical driver of the day from 5th to 1st. Yeah, that's looking. It's looking quite good for him, to be fair.
Yeah.
He's only got
not much action this race, only from the front runners here.
Yeah.
Epic Scouse is 15 seconds behind Lorne, and Lorne is 15 seconds behind Tasteful Gecko, I think.
Yeah, Musical Rocket only has 1 warning, so.
Does RSF1 Karun, I think he has a 3-second time penalty.
Let me check if. Sorry, what'd you say?
I think Karun has got a 3-second time penalty.
Yeah, he's got penalty. He's had 5 warnings and he's got a penalty. 6 warnings and a penalty, sorry. So if he extends another track limit, he might get another penalty, I'm not sure. Onto the podium, he only has 2 warnings.
He's got one
Matt
more
only
chance.
has 1.
Yeah,
Matt has 2 warnings.
Yeah, onto the podium might, if Karun is not careful onto the podium, will get P2, and Matt might get P3, and Karun might fall back into P4. He's not careful. And division goes a little bit wide into the first part of the chicane.
P1 and 2 are going at it so much.
Yeah, I know.
How much
They're
ERS
going
does
at it
Musical
like
have?
knives, mate. He's 79%.
Yeah, they're both about
He is-
equal.
Yeah, Karun is getting
I think
60%.
Oh, Kareem goes a bit wide.
Maybe looking to get a bit
I
of a
personally
drive.
think, yeah, Karoon has saved a bit of ERS from the slipstream DRS. He doesn't really need to
Yes.
put, doesn't really need to push till the end. Weber says, I think it was, I think he was talking about Monkey that retired. He retired in the pits.
Did they? Alright.
It's fine.
Yeah, I do believe he retired because he had enough.
Yeah.
Epic Scouse is in 13th position. His Ferrari teammate, Musical Rocket, is having definitely a brighter race at Silverstone here compared to his teammate.
4 laps to go. I think Karoon's got to start pushing as much as possible. And
Yeah.
so's Matt GW.
I think onto
He's
the
actually
podium.
caught up.
Onto the podium's actually alright here because he's gonna get P2 if he stays in here.
That
Onto
is
the
true.
podium is gonna, if he does hold this gap, if he does keep this gap and doesn't fall back anymore, he will get P2. Matt GW is,
If he gains at least 6, 7 tenths, he could get P3.
yeah. Oh, Division is pushing that car like Eddie Hall and World's Strongest Man pushing trucks. GRT Nova has just got a 3-second time penalty after multiple warnings, so it's obviously just. I do believe Cops has actually caused many penalties and warnings this race, so because people are maybe
Definitely.
taking it flat, people are taking it too fast and going off the track. That's why it's not worth it to go flat every single time.
Yeah. I think you just have to lift off. Don't brake, but lift off like a tiny bit. Like,
Lift off for like
At
a
least half a
millisecond,
tenth.
then back on.
yeah, a millisecond. Then go back onto the full power.
Matt GW is on the soft tyre, so he did go for the medium soft strategy. And it does seem like Karun is actually falling back from Musical Rocket. Musical Rocket needs to hold his nerve. And not make any stupid decisions, nor does onto the podium. It is vital that he stays within that 3-second range. He is falling back a small tad. He fell back by about 2 tenths in 1 lap there. Sector 3 yellow flag, who's spun?
Yeah, Epic's house retired in the pits.
Epic Shares retired, right?
I reckon a couple of these guys shouldn't have retired. They could have at least gone for fastest lap to at least get a point.
Yeah, it would have been the smarter option. Let's just
Well,
say.
Division goes on the outside of Tomic. Oh, and
Oh,
they
contact!
and they spun around. Oh, and
and
they
Division is
Division's lost the
retired.
tyre.
Tomic has rejoined the track in 9th position. Oh my god, that's horrible for them too.
Oh, that's kind for both of the McLarens today. They're both Got away with no points.
That'll not be good for the constructors there.
Come on,
I
guys.
think Lorne might have to just retire. He is on the hard, so there's no chance. He's just went wide.
I think he should go on softs to get
And
fastest lap.
get the fastest lap. No,
And he stays out. He
not
stays
wanna-
out.
Stays out. Lorne is now in P11. Tasteful Gecko is in the points now.
So as we coming to the closing stages of this race, guys, who do you think will get driver of the day?
Yeah, who is driver of the day?
Someone said Musical Rocket because he went from 5th to 1st. To be fair, Musical he has driven terrifically today.
Definitely the best race of his life in CCRL anyway. And
Oh,
Karoon
Karoon goes
for a
on
move
the
around
outside.
outside.
Goes around the outside.
And Karoon goes down the inside.
Oh, they nearly touched
And
wheels.
Dom nearly makes contact with him. And they have to lift off so he doesn't spin.
I'm just checking if Karoon has any quick penalties as we go on to the last lap of the race. Yeah, Karoon has a penalty. What am I talking about?
Yeah.
Musical
What
Rocket
the
doesn't even have to
podium?
push.
He's still, and he's got a chance of getting P2 this race.
So is
Karoon
Matt,
is gonna
to
get.
be fair.
So is Matt, yeah. Is onto the podium got any penalties actually?
I'm gonna check now. No, he has not got any penalties. He got 2
Right, so this
warnings.
is looking good. So he'll be getting P2. And Matt GW, if he pushes a wee bit more.
Nah, he's in range. So it says onto the podium's 2 seconds. Actually, no, he's not. Oh no, he's not.
He's not.
Oh no. Now he needs that. Matt needs to gain 2 seconds in this last lap. Not 2 seconds, 2/10.
2 tenths at least. Karoon is actually overtaking Dom. Oh, he backs off a little bit. He doesn't want to.
Yeah, he didn't need to go for that one.
Yeah, he didn't need to.
As I come
And
around
as we
the
go
last
round to the
corners,
final corner, Karoon finishes
like
first
Musical
spot because
Rocket.
of penalties. Musical Rocket comes round with the victory in Silverstone. Very good drive from the young Englishman. RSF
Onto the
1
podium,
Karoon
gets
is
second.
third. Onto the podium second. Matt GW unfortunately is 2 tenths off and gets P4. Sa finishes P5. Tasteful Gecko comes along across the line in the points in P10. And Lorne is the last one to finish and goes round Stowe here. And gets a
respect
3
for Lon
second
though,
time penalty.
he's carried on even though spinning 3 times.
Yeah, definitely.
And we have four guys retiring: Division, Epic Scouts, Monkey, H4K, and one of the Ferraris. I'm not sure what his name was.
And here we have your winner, Musical Rocket.
So
Magical
everyone,
drive
put in
from
the
him.
chat who is driver of the day. Who do you think's driver of the day? Who do you think's worthy? It's looking like only one person's put a Musical so far. So it's looking like Musical might clinch driver of the day.
And that's a wrap, ladies and gentlemen. We'll bring in the podium drivers. And the driver of the
Ooh,
day,
did you
which
press
he is
A?
on the podium. No.
Okay, good.
So it does look to be, there's only going to be 3 people getting invited. Because Musical Rocket is...
Yeah, someone said Musical as well.
So Musical Rocket first, onto the podium. Second, RSF1 Karoon. Dom, do you want to include your audio
Alright.
into
Oh
the
no,
party?
should I I'll do third. And you do second,
Right,
and I'll do first. So, RSF1 Karoon, he's just joined now.
Yep.
Make sure to include your party audio, guys.
include it so the stream can hear you. Musical Rocket first onto the podium second, RSF1 Karoon as P3, Matt GW 4th, Sar69 5th, 6th is DXT Thomas, 7th Mr Pigeon Munch, 8th GRT Nova, or GRT Nova, 9th is Tomic Brazina, 10th Tasteful Gecko, 11th Lorne, 12th Division, 13th Epic Scouse, and I'll read off the list and...
Okay, so I'll interview these guys now. So RSF on Karoon, is that how I pronounce it? How do you think your race went today?
I thought it went alright. Good racing with a lot of people. I mean, I had a little incident with my teammate Hawk, which was it was unfortunate. We were trying to go side by side for a pretty tricky corner, and I think he just understeered into me, and yeah, he ended up spinning. But I had a lot of good battling with a lot of people. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Shame I picked up the pen. It was pretty stupid getting a pen, and that's what cost me in the end of the day. But you know, it was a fun race. I enjoyed it.
It was great to see that from you. What are your expectations going into Germany?
I don't know. I mean, it's the right track, I guess. I can't really tell you until I race it, to be honest with you. I mean, everyone's pretty quick. I mean, it's pretty competitive, so anyone could be anywhere, I reckon.
Oh, it was great to have you on the race day. Great to see you racing,
Yep.
and we'll see you next week.
Yeah, thank you.
Good luck for Germany, mate.
Cheers, mate.
Alright, do you want to move on to second, which is onto the podium?
Right, onto the podium. How do you think your race went, and are you happy with your result?
It's massive because I think that puts me in the lead of the championship. So
Yeah.
it was massive after the qualifying where I spun and screwed up and was starting like 9th. I mean, I think 2 people had grid drops or something, so I ended up starting 7th. So that was a little bit lucky, but I had no pace at the start of the race. Dropped back. I got pushed wide in turn 1 as well, which didn't help. But yeah, I just had no pace. Got stuck behind people. I noticed that the front 3 had started to build up a gap because people decided that they wanted to battle with one another instead of like keeping in the DRS train. So I knew I had to try something. So we tried the undercut, which I think worked massively. Got me ahead of a couple of those guys. It meant the tyres were a little bit dodgy towards the end of the race.
I did notice you did gain a good few amount of seconds with the undercut.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I think I was nowhere near Karoon, and then I was sort of close to him, but then Tomic came out and then decided that he wanted to start battling me. I was hearing that he had like no ERS as well, so it was like he just kept battling me, and he should have really just used me and stuck behind me, recharged himself, and we could just work together to try and catch the front 3, but instead he didn't want to do that. So that was a bit frustrating, but I massively take 2nd place after qualifying and the race.
Yeah, you got a very, very good result there, which does put you in the lead of the championship, as you did say. So how do you feel for Germany then? Are you feeling confident for that?
Yeah, it's a circuit I do like, but I don't know, I always struggle to pick up results there, but I just know that I need to just constantly be consistent now and try and stay ahead of Pigeon Munch in this championship.
Yeah. Well, good luck for Germany next week, mate.
Cheers.
Wish you all the best.
Right.
Sam, do you want to ask?
So I'll move on to the driver of the day and P1, the winner of Silverstone. Musical Rocket 73. How did your race go today?
Yeah, that went a really good race. I hit Hawk, I think, twice. Which is completely accidental. That's racing. He broke earlier than me. I let him through every single time I hit him, so that probably shouldn't be an issue. He's then complained at me, saying that me braking in a braking zone is me brake testing him. So I'm bit annoyed about that. Other than that, I had great battle crewing on the last lap. I mean, I tried to keep you back, so I wanted to win on track rather than just on penalties all the time. But yeah, I didn't really want to push it too hard because I knew I got the win when it was on the last lap. Because you had 3 seconds.
Yeah, we seen
But
you
yeah.
backing off a wee bit going into Stowe. She didn't want to spin.
No, I didn't want to lose the race.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
But other than that, I think it went pretty well.
Nice. So what do you expect going into Germany?
Hopefully the same thing. No, I'm joking. Germany is a very strong track for me. I'm looking forward to it. And hopefully Karun stops finishing second every time because he's just going to beat me in the constructors.
Yep.
But yeah,
Well, congratulations on your P1 there. And
thank you.
onto the podium, congratulations on P2, and Karun, congratulations on P3. I hope you're all happy with your result and enjoyed the race thoroughly. And wish you all good luck for Germany. And yeah, just put in the practice and it'll pay off in the end.
Yep.
Right. So that was Silverstone round 7, and we'll see you guys next time.
Yep. Have a good rest of your evening, and CCRL